Okay, so we've got this speaker that is acting up. So we're going to see if we can figure out what's wrong with it. So first thing I got to do is clear off the workbench, get this woofer out of the way so we can begin work. What we've got here is a powered speaker, and my friend says it's been acting up, putting out some strange sound, incorrect sound. So we're going to see if we can figure out what's going on with it. 550 watt, that seems a little optimistic. It could be true, but we'll measure it and we'll find out what it really does. Just a little view of the back. So I will go ahead and see if we can take the front off of this thing. Okay, so we got it plugged in here, and we'll go ahead and turn it on and see what happens. Alright, well, it definitely works as far as the tone. Really annoying. Let me change the frequency. Okay, 49.76 hertz. Not so annoying anymore. Definitely got some dirty pots. Alright, well, it is working. What I'm going to try to do, though, is pop the cover off this thing. So I'm going to turn the generator off for the moment. Turn this off, unplug this. Alright, so one quick check that we can do is to check the woofer. It's not rubbing, so that is a good sign. No rubbing. Alright, let me grab another tool, and we're going to take a look. And there's a tweeter, mid-range tweeter. So grab another tool and I'll be back in a moment. Appears to be the original woofer. The woofer is fine. It doesn't seem to be rubbing or anything, so that's a good sign. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to hook some leads up to that. I'm going to hook some extra leads up to that, bring them out so I can actually look at the signal. See if we can see what's happening here. I always like to start them manually because you cross-thread them with the drill. It's possible to cross-thread them with the drill if you don't get them started properly. So. Alright, so now I've got these leads coming out. Speaker seems fine. So I'm going to turn this thing upright. Oh, it does help. It does help if you plug the source in. Alright, so over here. Alright, so if we look at the oscilloscope, change this time base, you can clearly see there's a sine wave there. There is some noise on it, which is interesting. That's not coming from the generator. So let's try another frequency. Definitely some noise on that sine wave. Alright, it's up in there. That's the output stage. All those big transistors there. Alright, so we've got the plate amplifier removed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure some voltages here, and we'll find out what the rails are. If I can, hopefully can figure out what they are on this thing, and then from that we can determine the highest possible wattage this thing could put out. 3.2 ohms. So this is a 4 ohm speaker. Alright. These pots are really dirty. That's what's causing all that crackling sound. So they may be acting up when the thing's actually working, so they really need to be cleaned up. There's an awful lot of dirt and crap in here, which is pretty common over time. I'd really like to be able to pull this thing off of here if possible. There's an awful lot of dirt and dust in there. And anytime you have that, these pots tend to get noisy. These guys here, this is really loose. Probably needs to be replaced, really, but the best I can do here is clean it up. And now you can see these pots here. This circuit board is yeah, a little dirty. I don't have an air compressor down here. What I really need to do is get these guys cleaned up. Let me go see if I can find some canned air. Alright, so we just blew this out with compressed air, and what we're going to do is we want to use some WD-40. Make sure you use one of these red director wands, otherwise it's going to go everywhere. We just want to put a little bit of this into each pot and then rotate the pots. This works very well at cleaning them up as far as popping sounds. So we'll go ahead and do that now. You don't want to put a flood of it in there, just you probably can't see it from the angle, but just gonna go back and forth a bunch of times. That's the main pot that is probably causing all the grief. Alright, so we just lubricated these pots, and hopefully that will correct some of the noise problems. And now we've got to put this thing back together, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so we have this plate amplifier. All the pots have been serviced, so now we're going to go ahead and put this back into the unit. For size comparison, here is a 21-inch woofer versus a 12. 21s have only come out available fairly recently. They're starting to get more popular. 12s have been around forever, and they used to be the big woofer. Then 15s came out, then 18s started coming out, and now 21s. So probably only a matter of time before 24s come out. Okay, so this is the high frequency driver. So we are going to reconnect this, reconnect the wires. Alright, so units back together, and let's go ahead and reconnect it and see what we get. It's kind of loud. Alright, so I'm putting a really small signal in there. What I'm interested now, see this pot? No more of that cracking sound. So this stuff, it does work well. Very happy with this. Alright, so on the oscilloscope, definitely some buzzing going on in there. That might be a switching frequency. I am not sure. Let me just yeah, there's some high frequency stuff in there. That's with no input. Let's see if we can take a look at what frequency that is. Get this thing triggered. So what I want to do is measure the period of this after I get it triggered. And the period is it's about 10 microseconds total. So the question is, what frequency is that? Is it audible? We're not going to worry about that right now. Get this damn thing triggered. There we go. Not really going to care about that for the time being. We got the speaker here hooked up. We'll give it a shot. Coming out of it, so I will have to pop the woofer out, see if there's any voltage coming out of the tweeter lines. If there is, that thing's definitely shot. So I will go ahead and do that. Alright, so we got the high frequency driver. It's actually high mid. We're going to take it over and see if there's any, we can measure anything across it, because it might very well be blown. 5 ohms. Alright. Well, it seems like it's got, maybe we got a bad connection in there. So what we're going to do, we'll grab some test leads. We're going to hook up a substitute tweeter over there. Just make sure that's working. Oh, what do I have for anything will work? I'll just grab one of these for now, just to see if it's working. For purposes of testing, I've got this thing all apart, as you can see. We will see if we can get any kind of sound out of what would be the tweeter. So we'll fire this up. Let me make sure this volume is down. Turn this thing on. Get some yes. This does work. So what we'll do now is we'll go check for a bad connection. Substituted this driver back in, and we already measured it as being good as far as ohm meter, so let's put some sound. I can already tell it's going to work. I can hear the hissing. So let's turn the music up. And it is definitely working. Alright, so that's a bad connection. We're going to go ahead and fix that problem. Let's see what we got for lugs here. Something like that. We want to see if it's going to fit in this. Pretty sure it's going to. Yep, so I'm going to go take this lug and I will crimp it onto that wire over there. Apparently that one was shot, so we'll go ahead and do that. I've got that busted wire fixed, so I will go hook this back up. Alright, so it should be all hooked up, ready to test, so let's, there we go. High frequency. Alright, when you're running this thing, you don't want that limit light coming on too often. Just tickling it is fine, but once you get to that limit light, you're hitting the upper regions of what this thing can do. Alright, that speaker's working. We'll let it run for a while, break it in, and see if it acts up.